Okay, so in this video we're going to be going through ratio problems. Now these questions are when you're told that one person or one part of the ratio is more than the other, and then you need to work out how many the other side have or how many there are in total. Okay, now these are quite nice because it is the same method over and over again. You've just got to be really careful that you do understand what's going on. So for the first one, we're told the ratio of boys to girls is 4:5. So just to start off with, I always like to rewrite it. So just make sure boys go first and then girls. And we've got the ratio 4:5. So remember, the order does matter. So we're told that there are 55 more girls than boys. Okay, so we look at the difference between the ratios. Okay, so the girls have one more than the boys, okay, because 5 take away 4 gives you 1. So we call that one part. Okay, so this is one part extra the girls have, extra for girls. Now we're told that that is 55, so we're just going to write equals 55. Okay, so to work out how many boys there are, we know that one part is 55. The boys have 4 parts. So all we do is multiply the one part, so 55, with 4, which gives us 220. Okay, and that's the final answer. Now later on they might ask questions like how many were there in total. So what you would do is you'd work out the number of girls. So same idea, 5 times 55, which gives you 275, and then you would add that on to the number of boys. Okay, so for EG2, just slightly harder. So again, I'm going to just write out the ratios with the names. So we've got Jackson and we've got Louise, okay, and they're in the ratio of 1:3. Now we're told Louise gets £30 more than Jackson. So if we look at the ratios again, Louise has 3 parts and Jackson has 1. So she's getting 2 more parts than Jackson is, okay? So for Louise, she's getting 2 parts more. So those 2 parts must be equal to the £30 that she's getting more. Okay, now we need to know what one part is, okay, every time. Now part EG1, we're quite lucky, it was already 1 part equals. This time it isn't. So to work out what one part is, okay, we just divide both sides by 2. So 30 divided by 2 gives you 15. So one part is equal to 15. This question says how much money was shared. So it's not just working out how much Jackson got, it's also working out what they had in total. So one part is 15, like what we said here. So that tells us straight away that Jackson got £15. Okay, Louise got 3 parts. So if we times 3 by 15, that would tell us how much she got, which is 45. So in total, it will be both of those amounts added together. So total will be 15 plus the 45. So in total, £60 was shared. Okay. So EG3. Now this one's only a little bit harder because there are 3 parts instead of just 2. Okay, but again, I'm just going to start off with rewriting the ratio. So we've got Abby, Brooke and Connie in the ratio of 3:4:9. Okay, we're told Connie saved £150 more than Brooke. So we're only focusing on these 2 people. Okay, we don't need to know about Abby at the moment. That's just for later on to work out the last part. Okay, oh, or even actually A. So we look at the parts of the ratio. So Connie is getting 5 parts more than Brooke, okay, because 9 subtract the 4 is 5, okay. So Connie is getting 5 parts more than what Brooke is getting. Okay, so that 5 parts must be the same as £150. Okay, again, we can't have 5 parts, we have to have 1. So 1 part is just going to be dividing both sides by 5, which gives us £30. Okay, so 1 part is 30. So to actually work out the answer to A, show that Abby saved £90. Now if 1 part is 30 and Abby got 3 lots of that, if we just do 3 times 30, that will tell us how much she saved, okay, which is £90. So the question tells you what you need to be looking for. Obviously, if you get the wrong answer, then you know you've gone wrong. But obviously, we've got the correct answer. So then for part B, we need to work out how much was saved in total. So we know that Abby got 90 because we times her 3 by 30. If we do the same for the rest of them. So Brooke, 4 times 30, she saved 120. Next one, you times by 30, and that gives you 270. And then if we add those amounts up, so the 90, the 120 and the 270, so they're all the amounts that each person saved. Okay, so that gives us 210, 210 plus 270 gives us 480. Okay, which is what they were asking for.